Welcome to No Man's Sky Survival Mode. And here we're up in this space station, and this is a brand new system. It's a GEX system with 5 planets. It's high supply, if I remember correctly. What we got here? Yep. Mathematical, highly supply, conflict level, destructive. And the reason I've come to this planetary system is just because I'm getting a little bit tired of running around extreme planets, trying to get this milestone sorted out. And I've literally off camera spent a long time just hanging around down on my fungal farm trying to get this 24.5 souls moving forward. It just doesn't seem to want to budge at the moment. So I thought in this part we're just going to freelance it. I'm not even got no plans whatsoever over what I want to do. I'm just going to go down, explore. I mean, if we find an extreme planet, we'll find an extreme planet. And what we're going to do is, I don't really need tech at the moment. So what we're going to do is be guided by the missions. I do want to talk to this guy though, just to see if he's going to give us a promotion or anything. Salutes me. Approach. Please with a share of the recent guild profits. Accept gift. Okay, I'll take the gift. I'll take the present banking the guild and is official. We've got 143,000 credits. I mean, I'm rapidly approaching 800 million credits, so we don't have a problem with cash. And I'm just gonna come here. Physics system, milestones, brown missions. What we got? Collect a microprocessor. Kill 2 predators. Well, we'll take that. I mean, I don't really need this, but I mean, it'd be. I mean, it's all good income over a period of time. Assault a freighter, that could be fun. Hunt dangerous pirates, hunt dangerous pirates. And then we could come and do that. They're all level 7s. Very, very tempted. Okay, we're going to go for one of these. I mean, it's going to be a bounty ship, so. And maybe we're talk to a couple of these bods. Request dialect help. Not to keep improving the dialect. Learn the GEC word for mistrusts. Sales GEC. Okay. And we're going to ask for some directions. Possibly directions to a place of interest. We've got a trading post. Okay, that would be useful. And maybe we'll just have another talk at Four Eyes here. And we've learned the get word for price. And everyone has their price. No. Laugh. Team ranges the get further. Private violence. Right, let's go and see if we can pick a fight. Ship and leave the station. Drop a save, not that it makes any difference if I get killed. Yes, I know. I mean, I should change ships, but there's the opposition coming in. Let's tag him. I mean, he's a 3-star bounty, so life could be a little bit interesting. Wow. He's got some clout. And he's a little bit more maneuverable than me for some reason. But we've got his measure. Some Herots. Right, this is a hot planet there, Selenium. Return to mission agent. Yes, thank you. This looks very much like a water world. This is a supercritical planet. Okay, let's just go check the supercritical water world here. Whoops, nearly crashed into the water. Right, we've got to find somewhere to land now. There's a tiny little bit of, well, there was a little tiny bit of patchwork quilt land over here. It is. I'm just going to drop down onto here. What's that? Contaminated squalls. Wow. Right, we've got plenty of protection, but we've only got one level of protection, so we have to be a little bit careful here. Boltcaster Module S. I think I've already maxed out with the Boltcasters, haven't I? What we got? There's damage, fire rate, and clip size, and reload size. I think these are all the same, aren't they? Ricochet module. Yeah, I do keep thinking that maybe I should replace that blaze javelin and put something else on because I haven't really got on very well with the blaze javelin. Any creatures around? No. I mean, we could go and have a look underwater. Yes, I know. Okay. Must have scanned underwater creatures. Wow. Pretty barren planet, actually, isn't it? Yep. I mean, we can scan the rocks for that other mission. Scan the plants as well. Let's make a little bit of cash while we're down here. There's a ship flying that way. I mean, I could drop the signal booster. Let's just put the signal booster out just to see if that actually throws up anything of any interest. I mean, it'll probably send me to another planet, to be honest. Yeah, we've got plenty of navigation data, so let's just put this in here. And secure, scan secure frequencies. Yeah, that doesn't look encouraging. Is manufacturing facility detected? You never know. Yeah, it's on another planet. Look at that. Okay. So it looks like we're off to another planet. But, I mean, hanging around here. I'm not sure if we should hang around a little bit longer. Just to see. I mean, because there's a couple of you pointed out that you've got have to do sections of time on the planet, right? So we've got a little bit there. Herox and aluminum. Yes, okay. We've got plenty of uranium, so pump that up. As the Eternal Optimist. Oh, 24.6 souls, yes. Okay. We finally changed the value. At last. See, those guys are definitely going somewhere. Let's do a bit of formation flying. I haven't done any of this for a long time. Wait, you're flying faster than me. How come they're flying faster than me? Okay. Probably don't want to be followed, so they put on their turbo boosts. And there's what we got there. It's an unknown planet. That's a radioactive planet. I think we're ahead for the trading post. I think we'll do the manufacturing facility first, because you never know, we may actually pick up another advanced formula. I mean, that would be great if that happens. And actually, while we're doing that, let's just check the multi-tool. Yeah, my blaster is a little bit low. And I suppose I should check to see whether I've got the fuel for it up. Well, it looks like there's a trading station nearby. But this could be a bit more promising than the last planet. So let's just get in here. And what I want to do is, can I make any more unstable plasma? Nope, there it is. Need some metal plating. Plenty of oxygen. So if I make, wow, how come I can't make more? And we should be able to make. We got high security, unending sunlight. It's high security, but it's not an extreme sentinel planet. We've got some condensed carbon. Yep. There's the quad. I think we're gonna ambush him because he's right on the doorstep. And get the. Wait, I don't want that. That. And in we go. Check our stock transfer. Wait, get out. Go, wait, go away, go away, go away, go away. Got 4 now. Go away. I'm gonna have to go outside and make you follow me. Then I'm gonna have to kill you. Warning, detected bypass chip template detected. Something detected, bypass chip template detected. Get Federation. The terminal isn't running proprietary code. It's possible illegal and emptying resource vaults of rare metals. I could revert the facility to its original use, but I could also see where the system hijack leads does. Revert system. I think we're going to revert the system. The system reboots and rewards me. And we've got the formula for Lebanon. Okay, game. Well, a formula's a formula, such as a formula. He's followed. Okay. Reload. Let's get personal force field. I don't actually normally use the personal force field very much. And there's some... Got 8 seconds to get out of here. I think we're push off, actually. Yeah. What we will do. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to fight the mini sentinels. So we're just going to multi-tool. Let's fill that up. I'm not going to fill that up just yet. Now, I did see the trading station. But what is that there? Is that another... Okay, let's check this out. Bounty mission target off planet. Now, I don't have any missions to kill sentinels, so I don't really need to kill them unless it's absolutely necessary. Okay, why can't I scan this guy? Well, because the minerals are in the way. That's better. Yeah, sometimes when you scan over minerals like this, the game hooks the minerals in the front, and therefore you can't scan what's behind. Got another 10 nanites. I think I've already... Right, let's just go and say hello to there. Somebody also did pass a comment about the fact of caves, and to be honest, they were quite correct. I don't really spend that much time going through caves, and I think the reason for that is that if you played this... Oh, hey! Why? I suppose they're just annoyed at me for killing their friends. Yeah, I think my reluctance to go running around caves stems from the early days of the game. How can you explain it? When caves tended to be populated by those horrible, irritating bugs, which then made life very difficult for you. So I think that's the main reason why I don't tend to go into caves. That's 2, 3, 5. It's 3, 5, 3 and 5, 8. 5 and 8 is 13. 8 and 13 is 21. So this would be 13 and 21, which would be 34. Is it distress signal? Okay. Your standing with the Gek has increased. Okay. I'm not exactly sure. It's a trading post. That's a distress beacon. Yeah, so I think that's the main reason why I don't go down in caves so much, because of course in subsequent releases the really irritating bugs that used to be the bane of your life were very much nerfed and disappeared. Now I mean, the creatures that attack you tend to be bigger now, which aren't a problem because they're bigger targets. What I always found was that those small bugs used to be a real pain because they used to move so quick, and especially when you had the very low level multi-tool blaster, phase beam or mining beam, just hitting them used to be a pain in the neck. Once we better we've gone through a lot of oxygen at the moment. Oh, we got that. I think we just got that from the vault over there, so oops. That's a scan. Plants while we're at it. I'm a bit worried about the fact that that sentinel's still hostile towards me. Maybe if we scan a few more rocks here, we'll get that mission. There we are. Another quick win mission. What we're going to do now is just going to jump back into the ship. And there's actually a lake there. Oh, that's cool. Now we could go for that distress beacon or the trading station. Though to be honest, to get to that trading station, we would have to most likely go up into space. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to follow the terrain for the moment and see what turns up. Of course, I've got to do it, guys. Yeah. It's a shame you can't fly underwater. You can, I think that's about as close as you can get. And we can fly out amongst the islands here. Yeah, when low flight was modded, you used to have the ability to fly underwater, which was really great, but Hello Games have taken that fun away from us. Got to try it again. This one's going to be a little bit tight, but yeah, we got through it. Certainly can't do that with a big hauler. Not seeing anything. What we got here? I think I'm going to put down here just for the sheer heck of it. I mean, we've got plenty of launch fuel. Oh, we got those. There's something underground down there. Okay. That up. And we could go underground. Let's just have nothing in here. More nanites. Is this the cave? Or was it just an indentation in the ground? No, it looks like a cave. And of course, the other big change from the first release of the game is that caves used to be absolutely jam-packed full of iron, where now it's cobalt and pure ferrite. Because of course you don't have to get iron anymore. Actually, this cave's not very deep at all, is it? Oh well, never mind. Of course, we've got marrow, which has no purpose anymore, well, as far as I know. I don't think I need any cobalt. Let's just have a quick look. Well, I suppose I could make some ionized cobalt, but those we could pick up. Oops. Pick up a little bit of cobalt, and there's some pure ferrite there as well anyway. And maybe another one just for luck. I mean, cobalt is useful for fixing things, but it's not one of the key ones. And of course, we got a vortex cube here. Right, there's a cave this way. Let's go and check this out. Do a little bit of cave wandering. And as the person who commented said that, I mean, these at the moment, I mean, just to show you, vortex cubes aren't worth much, but in the early game, if you can find a cave like this full of vortex cubes, it's a really good booster for the beginning of the game. let's just wander through and see what we can find. Here, creatures. And this is the situation that when the game was first released, this is where you'd get ambushed. You'd be quite happily walking down through a cave like this. It would be all these spires and pinnacles would be iron. And then suddenly you'd get one of those horrible little bug creatures come scuttling out against you, and they'd be dodging in and out amongst all this stuff, hitting you, and you could just never hit the little buggers. Just for purely sentimental reasons, just mine some Maribold. This is very much what you did. You walked through a cave and you'd blast all the pillars to get the iron. But now you do it to get the cobalt and pure ferrite. So, going. So I'm not too sure. I mean, how much is Maribold actually worth? Peanuts. Tetra cobalt. I don't know where that tetra cobalt come from. That can certainly go to the high capacity. That can go to the high capacity. That can go to the high capacity. We've got some pugnium. Yeah, we're getting loads and loads of junk. I'm going to have a clear out. I think it's Snafu pointed out that I do need to sort my inventory out. I got a lot of junk. Just get rid of that. Hazardous plants, of course, that's a fairly recent introduction to the game. Hazardous plants, although they're not that hazardous, to be honest, as long as you're aware that they're there and you spot them. It's when you walk up to one and you don't spot one. Again, especially in the early game, I think once you've got a reasonable amount of... Now these ones are slightly different because you've actually got to go up and grab them like that and then pull away. But yeah. Right. Looks like we're getting to another underwater section here. I think I've got the oxygen to experiment with this, so don't know how far we're going to get. No, this is just a puddle in the cave. Okay. There's an exit out here. I was just about to say that I might have to excavate to the surface, but get rid of those. Don't want them giving me problems. Okay, we've come back up virtually out of the same cave again anyway. Yeah. Did I pick up these? I can't remember. No, I don't think so. Now, while I'm actually doing this, guys, I'm going to talk about something which is some of you may agree with, some of you may not agree with. That is the fact that there's, after all the hype for a June release and expectations of big announcements in E3, there's been the usual typical No Man's Sky type backlash where people running the Hello Games down, saying, oh, they didn't tell us and things like that. But I think people tend to forget that a lot of this hype is in their own imaginations. They're seeing things which aren't necessarily there. Go away, Sentinel. I'm just being the local friendly ecologist. Wait, go away. Oh, go away. Right. Where's that Sentinel? He's shooting at me and I can't see him. Reload. Yeah, so there's been the usual kind of backlash to the fact of no information, and I think, to be honest, we just got to be patient and see what actually turns out. Okay, just keep moving. Reload. Right. Time to think about bailing. And just to upset them a bit more. I mean, that's going to stir up the locals. That got them all. And anything else here? Okay, we got a sec. Got another walker. Let's just get up into space. See if we can take him out from above. Though there's a chance he may not appear now that I've taken off. No, I think he's disappeared. But we'll have a fly around just to see. Nope. Okay. What we're going to do is fly across the surface just to let the sentinels settle down again. Yeah, as I was saying, guys, I think the hype train needs to be put back very much into the station for the moment, and just people be patient. I mean, my inclination at the moment is still very much that Hello Games are going to maintain the pattern of that we may get the release in the beginning of August, because that seems to be their favourite date. I mean, it's a representation of when the game first came out, and consider how significant that this next update is going to be. It would make sense that they would want to tie it into the August itself. What we got over there? Let's have a quick look and see what's over there. And we got a parched planet. That's unlikely to be extreme, though, isn't it? And so what we're going to do is, I think we're going to get back to the space station. I'm not sure if we're going to make it before that pirate comes in, but not a problem. Why is that a fugitive attack ship? I mean, why are you a mission target? I think the target's just floating free. So. Where is the space station? Pass some more of this out the way. So I've got enough tritium to get on with what I need to do. Going to dive into here. And what we're going to do is just get up here and cash those missions in. So how much space have I got? Oh. Sodium there, that there. Before we cash those missions in, let's just sell off all the junk. 3.9 log, okay. Well, we're certainly going to sell the Gravitino balls. aluminium, sell off the Herox and the aluminum and tetracobalt. I'm not sure. Of course, we'll sell the marble. It's worth it. And you can see the vortex cube is worth 6,000. So we're now over 800 million. Nothing else here. We'll keep the cryo pumps. I want to keep the quad servo. And what we can do now is just cash in these missions. And hand in missions. So we're going to get a nice big pile of nanites. Our standing with the Explorers Guild has increased. I think we've already got maximum standing with them, so it's not a problem. 95,000. Standing with the GEC is increased. That could be useful. And we've got 243 nanites. Standing with the Mercenaries Guild is increased. And that could be useful. Let's just have a quick look at the deliver an item. Yeah, we'll take that again. I mean, it's just money for doing nothing. So there's no point ever refusing those missions. Right, let's have a quick look at my standing. I'm already maxed out with the standing with the GEC. We just haven't done enough missions and visited enough systems. The Vulkan, I'm still building up. The Korvax, same again. Looks like we've got one more mission to do for the Korvax and then we get the maximum here. Merchants Guild, we've done everything except the standing. Mercenaries Guild's the same, so we just need to keep doing missions to get those up. I think the Explorers Guild I've actually finished, so I'm exalted and everything there because that's the mission that I've concentrated on. I think just to wind this part up, guys, I just want to confirm that the extreme planet is moving forward. So we're going to go back to the planet I was on in the last part, my fungal farm, because I know it's an extreme planet. So we can have a little bit of a run round here and see how things go. So here we are, back again. And just to check, current milestone is we are on 25.5 souls. And what I'm going to do is top the toxic up, and I think what we're going to do is just clear out, harvest the fungal clusters again, do a bit of advanced manufacturing. And grab this. Because we have to clear out the dihydrogen around the plants again, so that I can harvest them. A bit of my bad planning, but in some ways it works quite well to my advantage because I can pick this up. I don't have to pick all of them up actually, come to think of it. So I mean, I'm just filling in time. We can grab that, grab you. Nope. This is the one that's most annoying, is where the dihydrogen's on the base there. So if you're laying out a farm, guys, pay attention to minerals, because no matter how much you destroy them, they always seem to come back again. Which is, I mean, it can work to your advantage, to be honest, because it means if you always start here, I can always grab dihydrogen if I really wanted it. So we're just going to keep grabbing this. Grab that, and that, and that. I'm just going to pick out these last couple like that, and then we can hopefully. Wow. Okay. Got a bit of a problem. I think I'm just going to dump the puglium. I don't really need it, and then that will allow me to make 4 acid. That can go to the exosuit, and I can get. Oops, that's gone to the starship. I can go to the exosuit starship. I want that back. That can. Oops, that can go there. And exocraft, high explosives. 2, 3, 4. So that. How much more? We need some more fungal mold. I've got some fungal mold over in here. And there we are. We probably have to make another acid here. We'll just only make the one. And then that can go back into there. Like that. And of course we can recharge the atmospheric harvester. That can go straight into the Colossus. Like that. And that now. Dihydrogen can go to the high capacity. Oxygen capsule. That can go to the Colossus. Cryo pumps can go to the Colossus. Pure ferrite can go to high capacity. That gets everything nice and neat and tidy. And what can we make here? Well, we can make one more of those. We can make a superconductor. Well, yeah, we've got 5 superconductors at the moment. I don't need that. We could probably make some of those. Let's just move that around a bit. I can actually see what's going on. Right, we've got some portable reactors, so we can only make 2 of those. Need some, make some fusion accelerator. I need nitrogen salts, so let me make 1 of those. Oops. So that can go that way. And we're going to make quantum processors. To make a quantum processor, I need a circuit board and I need polyfiber, which means I need to go to my starbase, but I won't do that there. I think what I will do is make that, and we can make another one as well. Make 2 of those while I'm at it. Got some fuel, got some dihydrogen. Okay. And that's about all I can make in this little quick session. That can go to the exosuit. We've got cryo pumps. Okay, thank you. Let's use up the batteries. And I think that's probably long enough. Let's just have a quick look and see how much the milestones are coming down. So we've now got to 25.9 on this thing. So we are definitely making progress with the respect to the extreme worlds. I'm really happy about that. And I think this is where I'm going to leave it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. The next part, I think it's almost a dead cert that we probably must spend more time on this planet just to try and finish that milestone, because I do really want to finish it. So maybe the next part will be back to exploring this planet, discovering frost crystals, because this is the only surefire extreme planet where I seem to be able to make progress quite quickly. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.